Starting from the 5. Shoots away from one. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
180.
Mayfield comes out throwing. Finds him over the middle. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Put the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. Galloping inside the 40. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take a 6-0 lead right away. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Sanders all set to send it away. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Come on, set. 50, green. 22 middle.
Love throwing to start us off. He's going deep. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he will get it down to the 16-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Red 38. Slide through. Check.
Working inside the red zone. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Yeah, I'm just going to assume, Brock, we're going to see a more aggressive defense here after the amount of points these guys gave up last week.
Yeah, that performance was not up to standard, but this looks a whole lot more like an attacking the pass, not just playing the defense.
And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers finish off their opening drive. Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Fielded at the 7. He dodged the tackle. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Baker out of the pistol. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First and 10. Here's Mayfield. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for second down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
20.
Second down carry for A-Chain. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Waddle makes the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
At the 45-yard line.
It's caught. This is Jalen Wright. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook. He knocked him back across the line.
Finds him on the crossing route. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time, so it'll be second down.
Point it right, good.
Once more, it's Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here.
Regular.
3rd and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Kate, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
And they're trying to will it further, but it just doesn't have the muster. This one falls short. And the score remains knotted 7-all.
Okay,
well,
right.
Once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Love with it on first down. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. It's complete. Oh, my. They left it wide open downfield. McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. On now is McManus to kick this away. Return starts at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 21-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Running with Achan here out of the gun. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
They left him wide open. It's complete. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Give him 24 yards on that one. And it's going to be 1st down Miami.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st down, here's Baker. That's caught, Devon Achan. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
At the 50-yard line.
And the shotgun, they'll give it to Achan. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Hey, alert 30, 180.
From the gun, Mayfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contest. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And 4th and 4 coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
Chance here for one final play before the end of our quarter. Here we go, it's Mayfield. Got his man, Hopkins has it. And they get this down to the 28. That big 4th down call is how we close out our first quarter. It's a 14-7 game. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Quick slant taken in by Waddle. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that is the Dolphins' 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Right side, quick pass, complete. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Throwing again, it's Mayfield. Looking for his back, but he will not find him. That's incomplete, brings up 3rd down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Run.
3rd down, here's Mayfield. He brings it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Mike Evans with the touchdown. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Good work so far. He's got room. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Set, huh?
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
A lot of defenders got some offense in their background, and it's been my life experience that they'll tell you about it. And right there, he put it on display. He brought in the pick and instantly became a runner, searching for the open field to add a little something to the return.
Mayfield thrown out of the pistol. And this one is launched downfield. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. Second down coming up.
Second down and 10.
So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. There's A-Chain up the middle. He is locked. That ball's free. Packers pick it up. And they can't cobble a return together, but they do have the football. They've got it on their side of the field.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on second down. You're trying to create a manageable third down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Quick throw out wide by Love. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
That's good. Packers. It's a gain of 20.
Thrown on first down, Love.
First down.
Completed to his running back. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Come on, set. Go winner. 30, ready.
Love now on 3rd and goal. He's got it. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers parlay the turnover into a lead. McManus on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Packers break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is McManus to kick this away. Devon A-Chan to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Baker now off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Hey, God bless the Ted Washingtons, Casey Hamptons, Vince Wilforks, all them run stuffers back in the day. But the D-tackles of today, you not only have to stuff the run, you have to eat up the pass, too. And that D-tackle just got it done.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Edgerrin Cooper takes it away. And the Packers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and 2 very different tones and tenors on these 2 sidelines. One coach is clean. begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
Line of scrimmage once again, that 7-yard line as they get set, 2nd and goal.
Yellow, ball red. Ready.
From the pistol, here's Love. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers parlay the interception into points. McManus there to tack on the point after. And the Packers double their lead to 14. On now is McManus to kick this away. On the return, here comes Achane. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Achane running right. And they'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. More from Hard Rock Stadium after this. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Mayfield now off the play action. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on the play. And it's going to be 1st down Miami.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
1st down, looking to throw. Mayfield. To the left and reeled in by Hopkins. And he'll get it up to the 44. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line.
2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. He's going to push one deep down. Brought in inside the 20. This is all the way to the 13-yard line.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
It's Achane on the inside give. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. The Packers take their first time out. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. To throw, Mayfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you.
And he's in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins make it a one-score game before halftime. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. He'll take this at the 10. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Down. Field. Right. 90%.
Love now on 1st and 10. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. That's grabbed inside the 30. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers Packers grow their lead just before halftime. Christian Watson with the touchdown.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Packers double their lead to 14. On now is McManus to kick this away. On the return, here comes Achane. Good work so far. He's got room. And not a bad place for them to start, up past the 30-yard line. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. First and 10. Here's Mayfield. And he makes the wait. No, he didn't hang on. It falls incomplete. Trying to find Mike Evans with that throw. And now they face second down.
Hey, we're 33.
Throwing again is Baker. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
What? Hurry, hurry! Hurry, hurry! What's up?
On 3rd and 2, here's Mayfield. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Packers get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
Hey, we know in this league, takeaways are a big deal, but you get interception and chunk yards with it. That is a gold star effort.
Ready?
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. Love from the gun. Caught just shy of the goal line. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers get more points to end a lopsided first half. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Packers stretch their lead to 21. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. On the return, here comes Achane. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
It's going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Back to throw it. Here's a screen for Achane. Gets up the edge to the 35. And they're going to get there to force him out. But a nice play for the offense to go out on, as that's going to end our first half. Sanders all set to send it away. Has this at the 6. Things going well so far. Past midfield, and he's got space. Into the red zone. Touchdown! They return the kick all the way to the house. This half is off to an excellent start, Brock. Hopefully it's an indicator of the type of action we're going to see through to the end of this one.
Dude, these guys just come out of the locker room, Kate, and it's offense and it's defense and it's our scripts, but those special teams guys come out wanting to be special, and he was.
That one right down the middle. And the Packers grow their lead yet again. What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. Here's a return from the 7. Escapes a defender. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10.
180. What's that?
From the gun, Mayfield. Completed over the middle. And he will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Andrew Cooper takes it away.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Down. Black, red, cycle. Set.
Shotgun now for Love. Gets him on the out route. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Red, 45, white, hut.
Love on 3rd and short. Got his man. It's Golden. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers push their lead further to start the half. McManus there to tack on the point after. And the Packers continue piling on to this lead.
Dolphins 21.
On now is McManus to kick this away.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
Fielded at the 7. Jukes away from one. Delivers another move. And he doesn't make it very far. Tackled at his own 10-yard line.
Well, that's a case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, coverage team sticks him with a really long field ahead. This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead,
he's got it deep downfield. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And he will take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins continuing to fight at least. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Dolphins cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points.
Dolphins 28.
Sanders all set to send it away.
To kick off for Miami.
And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So 1st down from the 41.
Set. Flight blue, blue, 32. Ready?
Love out of the shotgun. He's in trouble, and the Dolphins get him. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the 1st play.
even though there's a lot of game time left here, Kate, this just feels like a must for the defense. A little bit of desperation. You cannot allow this offense to find the end zone again in a massive sack on 1st down. That's the right way to begin this series defensively.
Makes a cut to the right sideline. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers trying to end this before the final quarter. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Packers continue adding on to that lead. On now is McManus to kick this away.
McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
Returning it from the 4. He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Gets this one to Waller. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that. Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Let's stick with A-Chan. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. A gain of 15 there. And that is a Dolphins first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First down, here's Baker. And the Packers are all over it. He goes down. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
180! Done!
A run now with A-Chan. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
All right, to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Baker out of the pistol. Down the field. Evans has it. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone. Brock inside the 15. One of their biggest plays of the game so far, and it comes on a 4th down gamble. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Throws caught. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins still need a lot more as they shrink the deficit. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points.
Dolphins 35. Jason Sanders.
Sanders all set to send it away. Jaden Reed to return this. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
On the return, the Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Cuts right. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's Packers football in what has been a one-sided game in their favor. One play in, and they are already close to midfield.
Ready, hut.
1st down, and they go right back to it. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
60 red. Set.
They give it to him again. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Striker. 3-3. Here we ready.
Quick throw out wide by Love. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
He lost the football. And they dodge a turnover there on the return. And not only does it go in the wrong direction, but he stopped for a net loss on the return.
You know, return men always think they're breaking the next one for a highlight reel touchdown. They've got to have that confidence. But sometimes that confidence leads to recklessness. It's a fine line. And they could get it punched out trying to do too much. That almost ended up the wrong kind of highlight.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for his back, Devon Achane there. So that brings up second down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Third down, here's Mayfield. And they pick him off again! There he goes, pick 6, touchdown Green Bay. Went to the oh-well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and he had somebody there waiting for it that time.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. On the return, here comes Achane. They get to him before it can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Dolphins just about set up here, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff for Achane. And some excellent work to drive him all the way up past the 30-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Baker now off to play fake. Buying some time right. And that's going to fall incomplete. They wanted to get it right back to him after that run, but no luck on that throw. Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. Mayfield thrown out of the pistol. Has it downfield, working the left. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And it's going to be first down Miami.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Run. Good. Watch.
Mayfield now from the gun. Escapes out to the left. And Mayfield's able to get him the first down before sliding to a stop.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
1st and 10 from the 32.
Real. Hey, alert! 180! Alert! Watch out!
Baker now from the gun. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins putting up points in a game decided. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. His third through the air this game. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points.
42.
Sanders all set to send it away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So first down from the 41. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
And it's 3rd down.
Back to the well again. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. The Packers send out their punting unit.
It's 4th down.
And he's hit before he can get anything on that return.
First and 10. They're on 17-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Now Achan. Dancing past him. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
180. What's that?
Mayfield now off the play action. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And the pack gets home. They drop him. It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Dolphins trying to do some window dressing. Not an enviable spot as they come up 3rd and long.
Point it right. Point it.
3rd and long for him here. Dumps it off to Achan. Now he's past the 25. Devon Achan. He will take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins making the scoreboard look a touch better. Devon Achan with the touchdown. Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Dolphins cut the lead by a quarter. Down now to 21.
Dolphins 49.
Sanders all set to send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. This makes it up to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and it'll give the Packers the first.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Here we go. Ready.
Going to the ground again on first. Running there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Another carry for him. Solid work on his part. Gets 7 there. It's still 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And the run will not work. He is soft at the line. This is going to be 4th and short. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
So it's the visiting Packers who pick up the win. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from Miami.
When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check, and you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air, don't ever disrespect. I got you all in check. Bust the rhymes up in the place, true indeed. Yes, I got the record, that's word on my feed. I'm guaranteed.